Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to do an announcement video. So yes, this being the first video that I upload of this year of 2023, I thought it'd be fitting to kind of do this now. Do this the first video of the year for me, and yeah, quite a bit to January now, but here we go. So yes, an announcement video for a new channel that I'll be doing starting this year on YouTube, and that'll be in the first half of the year for sure. That I'll be doing starting this, and I don't know exactly when, but it will be in that first half of the year. So it's going to be another channel, of course, and it will be a gaming channel, so a video game channel, of course. And yeah, originally, I guess we'll just say, originally when I started this channel, if any of you are around that kind of were subscribed or watched my content back in 2018, you may actually remember, it did. My channel, the banner, of course, had films, games, and I think actually had music as well on there. And that was the original plan, was to kind of combine all those elements into the one channel. And I did actually upload as well. Now it's deleted. I uploaded, a video game review, as a Mario game, and that will feature, of course, eventually on this new channel. But yes, it was an upload, and that was the only kind of game review that I'd done back then. That was very early on. I think it was the first half of the year actually of 2018, so early days of the channel. So I was always going to be to kind of talking about games at some point, and I did a year or so ago kind of think, let's finally do a separate channel and talk about games like I wanted to, alongside films, of course. I will say films is my absolute kind of love. Of course, that's not changed, and it never will, of course, but I do want to talk about games as well on a separate channel. So yes, music, because that's the original plan. That I guess that can kind of overlap and it can feed into both channels. I have talked about music a little bit, on this channel before, film soundtracks. I think going forward that it could be more of a focus as well. I guess, but certainly it will be quite a big role, in the new gaming channel that I was starting. Just kind of talking about different game soundtracks, ranking, different, OSTs and all this kind of stuff, and as well, just reacting to different things there in a certain way. But yes, certainly what to expect on the new channel is, not necessarily really too much different from this in the way it's kind of approached. There will be more involved in the editing, be more clips and images and all this kind of stuff. Not on every video, but on the perhaps the reviews and all this, and the rankings. There'll be more kind of clips and stuff, and we'll see how that goes with copyrights and all this kind of stuff. But I'll certainly be doing that regardless. And yeah, of course, I think I'm not going to be someone though who kind of just reviews all the latest games. That's just not me. Of course, many people do that, and that's great. But I just don't. As a gamer, I started properly gaming when I was 6. Through the Game Boy Advance, and of course behind me, of course, is Pokemon, and that was the main kind of. That was my main, kind of, I guess, entry to video gaming. As kind of an obsession, as a real hobby, a real passion, I guess, and. Yeah, it's never really changed. I've always kind of played these kinds of games. Nintendo is going to be a big focus. I'll say that going forward on that gaming channel. But I don't. Yeah, I don't kind of buy loads of games every year, kind of thing, and play all the latest ones and then that kind of thing. So I won't be doing that. Reviewing all the latest games. It will be, I guess, focusing on certain franchises. For example, Pokemon. For example, The Legend of Zelda. Mario, of course, and. Different things as well, Uncharted series, not Nintendo, but yes, there will be other different, kind of video games I'll be talking about. But I think the main, kind of area that I can confidently kind of talk about, really is Nintendo and different franchises and stuff. But my favorite games, of course, there's a variety of different games, but a lot of them are Nintendo games. So I definitely think that will be a focus, and specifically, easily in terms of actual, how many videos I do, per franchise and stuff. Pokemon will be, the one that I probably do the most, because there's so much I can talk about, in different, as well, not just rankings, the standard rankings, but tier lists as well. Purely because there's so many specific things I can talk about with that franchise that it's going to be quite useful to actually use tier lists as well as just normal videos where I'm here kind of talking and showing clips and stuff, of different franchises. So yes, that'll be a focus, and discussions as well. Different kind of reactions or discussions on certain things, and certainly rankings and lists of specific franchises. My favorite games. Different series of these videos where I kind of break down. Perhaps I want to do per console. My favorite games per console. Of ones I've owned at least or played. I think that would certainly be a focus. On the channel. It's not going to be, as I say, all the latest games kind of thing, and just reviewing them as well. Reviews themselves, because obviously anyone watching this channel is mainly reviews. I guess when you add them all up, there's probably kind of over 500 of my videos are actually reviews, and that won't be the case. Kind of with this new channel, it won't be mainly reviews. That will probably be I guess around the third or so of the actual content, perhaps a bit more, we'll see, but it's going to be more rankings and stuff as well, a balance, different videos, and perhaps playthroughs in that sense, certain parts of games, not entirely through games, but yeah, this kind of thing. It's not just going to be purely review focused, and this is, again, it's not going to be kind of anything kind of slowing down on this channel, quitting this channel at all, of course, and really, of course, it's a channel that I started, 5 years ago now, really, almost, and it's certainly, one that I've enjoyed, kind of uploading to, and obviously commenting, all the comments and stuff that I've received, and conversations I've had, it's been great, and yeah, it's going to be, again, I guess everyone watching this, not, all of you will video game, it will just be, some of you, of course, that do game as well, but yes, if you are interested in this channel, as I say, it will definitely happen in the first half of the year, and I look forward to this massively, of course. Again, another thing on the side, I guess, it won't kind of stop me uploading every month and stuff on this channel, of course, and I kind of try to stick to once a week. That's the kind of on this channel, that's the kind of ideal pace, and it doesn't always happen, but that will not change in terms of the aim for once a week uploading on this channel, and I think in terms of the output on the other channel, we'll have to wait and see, because it will be more involved in the editing and stuff like that, I guess, and just because I guess I'm a massive gamer. I thought actually looking back on last year, I played almost 1,000 hours on replaying or / playing a couple as well for the first time. Pokemon games. Almost 1,000 hours just on that franchise. So and that's combined with watching all the films I've been watching. Obviously hundreds a year. That, and uploading to this channel, and kind of stuff, and doing other things as well, and things I have to do, and all this. So I guess it's quite quite a lot of gaming that I do, and I thought, let's finally kind of talk about the games that I've been playing, and talk about my favourites, and compare different franchises. Of course, as I say, Nintendo will be a massive focus on this channel, and classic games. Going through just different games, in the franchises that I'll be talking about. Of course, for example, all the old Mario games. And just wow. I think as well. On this channel, called Cinearts, obviously. I love film, and I do obviously regard it as an art form, and I think that's no different for gaming. Obviously, it's a different thing, but it is an art form for to me. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, I will be approaching it, in a similar sort of way. Appreciating, just kind of admiring the craft, and the actual gaming as an art form, of course, and at the same time, how fun games are as well, and just kind of talking about different games, comparing them, of course, lists, as I say, and as well, comes some kind of reaction type videos I'll be doing as well, and alongside as well, kind of live streams, perhaps playing games and all this kind of stuff. So it'll be a bit of a different channel to this one, but again, the same sort of tone, the same kind of passion for an art form, and obviously just as a passion itself, what I do, as I play games a lot, and I watch films a lot as well. I listen to music and all this. So yes, again, it'll be kind of what I will say as well. There'll be shorter videos in terms of reviews than what I've done on this channel. But then, you know, I think at the opposite end, you know, the rankings, the lists, and all this could be, you know, quite often longer than, you know, even some of my longer videos on this channel. So it'll be a very different channel, but in the same kind of tone, I guess, you know, and the same kind of, you know, it's still me talking about, you know, things I love, and yeah, just you know, I really look forward to this, and you know, it should be interesting, of course, and yeah, I look forward to again starting this in the first half of this year. And of course, I understand, you know, that not everyone watching this, as I've said, you know, will actually, you know, care really about games, you know, and just, you know, be an actual gamer, and that's absolutely fine, of course. But you know, if you are interested, you do let me know in the comments, of course, and you can ask different things about this, you know, more specific things. I guess, you know, I have written down and stuff in my head, you know, so many different, you know, ideas specifically for the channel. So, you know, different specific things, you know, just on Pokemon or Zelda and stuff like this, or Mario. You can ask, and I'll say, you know, what I plan on doing with that, and you know, you can say, are you doing this and that? What about this? What about this idea? And I'll consider it for the future as well. If you have suggestions for actual video game, you know, kind of videos that I can do, and yeah, just you know, it'd be great to discuss, you know, in the comments if you are, you know, someone who plays games and you know, is a gamer, of course, and yeah, that'd be great. And obviously, I understand a lot of people watching this might not. You know, I guess, you know, when I start this channel, you know, it'll be, you know, another audience, I guess, you know, specifically for this channel, or for that channel, and also, I guess, you know, if there's some people, you know, I'm aware of a few people, you know, on this channel that watch this that do also play video games. So I guess it'll be a bit of both, but it'll be obviously a different kind of thing, but obviously in the same vein. It's still going to be me, and yeah, it'd be great though to hear if you are interested. Just a heads up, of course. This is the purpose of this video, to kind of announce this, of course, and also let me know if you are interested in this, any specific videos that you're, you know, kind of interested in seeing, or different types of videos. You know, it'll be much more varied than this channel. You know, of course, it's not just going to be mainly reviews or you know, rankings or stuff like that, or updates. You know, kind of, there will be collection videos, you know, in the gaming channel, like I do, you know, with the kind of Blu-ray updates, I guess, and yeah, so there'll be some similarities, but it'll be much more varied, much more kind of involved in that sense, and it's still going to be me kind of sitting around, you know, talking, but it will be a little bit different. So yes, I look forward to it massively, and again, let me know in the comments if you're interested in this, and what you want to see, perhaps, you know, or stuff, you know, I guess I've got my own, it's going to be my own kind of thing, but I guess, you know, if you want to see certain things, you know, and you're interested in seeing if I'll be doing that, you can let me know in the comments, and you know, I can maybe give you a more of an answer to that. But yes, in the first half of the year, so 2023, and yes, I look forward to this. So I look forward to it as well. Anyone who, you know, on this channel who, you know, kind of joins the gaming channel as well, who, you know, kind of plays games, I look forward to that. And anyone who comes along as well that hasn't, you know, subscribed to this channel, and perhaps, you know, is going to that channel and then they come to this, of course, you know, it's great to welcome everyone, of course, to the channels. And again, two separate channels, you know, and it won't kind of hinder the performance on this channel really at all, you know, for my output. So yes, no worries there. You know, I still have, you know, I guess, you know, speaking of that, I have a backlog that is kind of a little bit, you know, I guess in places kind of getting to me. It's a bit demotivating. So perhaps, you know, a few things on that backlog will just have to be, you know, cut out. But, you know, again, you know, I'm definitely, yeah, kind of really trying to get, you know, certain, for example, you know, rankings out there and stuff, and resuming in a steady way, different directors and stuff, and massive backlog list. You know, some I will have to, you know, unfortunately just say, you know, for now it's been, you know, a year or so, just forget it. And you know, other ones that have been a year or so since I kind of watched them and stuff like that, that I will, no matter what, be getting up. But yes, you know, it's just certainly, you know, I'll be carrying on with this channel, and tweaking a few things so I can keep going at a steady pace, and you know, get the films finally talked about that I've been wanting to talk about, and also new films as well, or new videos that I have planned and stuff like that. But yes, certainly this won't be affected, and I look forward to, on both channels uploading and interacting, of course, going forward. So yes, that's a heads up, and again, let me know what you think in the comments, of course. What you want to perhaps what you would be interested in seeing, and what do you specifically, how do you game and all this, and yeah, just it will be my own kind of thing, I guess, my own kind of ideas, but definitely look forward to hearing any suggestions and stuff, or any queries, I guess, for this channel. So yes, that's it for now. Obviously been doing lots of stuff, watching films recently, and yeah, I'll be getting the film log update video up soon, of course, for November, December, and I'll be doing on that, favourite first watches, and of the 2 months, and then as well, I think just one, my absolute favourite for the whole year, instead of the ranking which I done last time. I wasn't, kind of too, it wasn't necessary, I guess, to rank the entire year, and stuff. I think just the one film, for my favourite first watch of that year will be enough, and obviously November, December individually. So yes, that's it for now. More content coming, and as well in the first half of the year, another channel. So yes, as always, take care, and thanks for watching.